Today we are going to design a 5-unit bridge using the generic library, modifying it to look like old teeth with wear facets with high surface texture.
I hope you enjoy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do a 5-unit bridge. This is an implant case, and the purpose of today's exercise is to do a 5-unit bridge with pink with the generic library and modify it to look like old and damaged teeth. So we don't have a pre-op today. I have a picture which I'm going to use, just one, and I'm going to use it as a retracted image and also as a smile image. Whenever I'm trying to align the pictures, I try to use the furthest away tooth, so basically I use the most back teeth that is showing. I try to align it as best as I can. You can pull the points apart to make like bigger and smaller the image, like this, and try to hide it and show it again to see if everything is overlapping properly. Yeah, looks good. It's never a perfect alignment, so I'm quite happy with this one. And now I use the same image. So I edit the image to hide the eyes, privacy reasons, and I've created a line where the pupils are. Created the midline, the ideal midline for these patients. Usually at this stage we would align like a picture with the patient smiling, but I don't have a good picture of the patient smiling, and because I don't have a pre-op, this is the best picture to have a reference of the teeth length. Now I'll just cut out, I'll create the lip curve. Usually this is a smile. Now click on the patient's right eye. Right eye is here and the left eye. And now I'll align the helper with my midline, because I defined the ideal midline for this patient. And this is the length. Usually these helpers are more helpful during a smile design where you have like molar to molar, molar to molar, or premolar to premolar, but for this it's just to place the teeth. As you can see here, we will have a very little space, because if I want to bring the midline here, the lateral will need to be overlapping the canine. We might not be able to follow exactly the midline that I defined on this image. We're gonna do our best. Somewhere around here. This is just to place them roughly. We're gonna spend more time on the tooth placement stage. Now we're gonna need to select the scan body library, and usually the dentist should provide you with the brand that he used and the implant brand and sizes, all that. This is just an exercise, so I'll just select anything. I try to place it almost there, and then I cut out a bit of the bottom of the scan body and I do best fit matching, and usually you get the best result by doing that. So we have no abutment library, it's just going to be a direct connection to the implant head, basically. This is obviously, this would be just a try-in. As you all know by now, I really like to set up custom views. It's so helpful to just go to a certain view. Like usually I like to set up the occlusal view and then the front view, so I can change something, go back here, especially while tooth placing. It's much better this way. We're gonna use the copy of this scanner, so I'll go to export mode, copy tooth, I'll mirror this one, place it here. Somewhere around there. And now we're gonna try to make space for this lateral. It will be always overlapping this cannon because we have no space on that side. Now I'll be just modifying this central, because I'll be copying it to this side, so I'll do it at this stage before adapting these teeth to the implants. I'm going for some exaggerated morphology. We're gonna do something like this. It's a bit exaggerated, but this is the purpose of today's video. Is to do like a more a heavier secondary morphology and texture. So okay, now I'm gonna copy all of them to this, on this side, to the other side. No, I find them a bit too long, probably. Let's see. I'll just select the anteriors, the incisors. Move all simultaneously so I can shrink them all at the same time. I think like this is gonna look better. Now probably the laterals a bit more. Something like this. Close the contacts. This is a try-in, and usually on try-ins you have no pressure on the soft tissue. So I'm just filling up some gaps, but in the end it should be like either adapted to the soft tissue or actually with a gap between the bridge and the soft tissue. We're gonna adapt the proximal contact just to see what happens. I'm gonna have here like the lateral overlapping a bit again, quite a bit, and this is the best option for this case. The cannon is going to stick out a bit on the distal because of this occlusion. Otherwise it's going to be too tight. I think it's looking fine now. Just gonna adapt Pontics, that to the Gingiva. It's not working very well on this one. I'll adjust it later. Okay, now let's go to the Gingiva part. So I want the lateral and the cannon to have no pink, just to be more like in between, so I'm going to show you. First you need to untick, keep bottom and boundary fixed. And I just come here and remove the Gingiva from this one. So I want to have some root showing. Something like that. Just fill up a bit here. Usually I like to do the texture afterwards of this stage, when everything is connected together. Now I'm just gonna do the connectors. At this stage I like to make sure I have no small gaps like I have in here. As you can see, there is a small hole. Try to close them. And bring the connectors to the back, just so the embrasures are quite well defined, like that. I might bring the cannon a bit in, so we go next, and now we're going to freeform restoration, so we're going to freeform everything together. So make it smooth on the back. You never want too much detail on the back. It's going to weaken the zirconia, and sometimes the patients don't like it. Too much detail. I want to bring the mesial of the cannon a bit back, just tuck it in a bit. Today I want to do everything exaggerated. So guys, if you like this type of content, please do like and subscribe. It's gonna help me do more videos like this in the future. I'm just gonna do some wear facets. First I like to make the incisal edges thicker. The incisal edges of the generic library are like just awful. Like this, and now I come here with a thin tool, strength maximum, not maximum but quite high, and then and it's done. So guys, if you like this type of content, please do like and subscribe. It's gonna help me do more videos like this in the future.